Hello, it's Wednesday. Welcome to reading. We, as readers, are still identifying the main topic of a multi paragraph text. Okay, a lot of you did not do this. So, what I'm going to do is go back from Monday and I'm just going to reread my main topics. What did I get from the reading? Okay, so this is where you're basically summarizing. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the beginning and then I'm going to continue with today's lesson. So, listen for that. I'll get you started. Okay, so in the beginning, of our book, The Pilgrims of Plymouth. Okay. My main topic was King James was the ruler. Pilgrims' hearts were in prison. They wanted to worship the Bible, and others came to gain wealth or get jobs. Okay. On this page, I wrote, the voyage went off course. It landed in New England, not Virginia, as expected. They signed laws of proper behavior and rules, and they settled there. The Pilgrims took seed from Native Americans. They needed food, and they fixed their boat. The Pilgrims explored around the bay and found water to drink and plenty of fowl, which is birds, and berries, and a sassafras tree used for medicine. So they also needed to find herbs and things that from trees and plants that helped people feel better because they were very sick. Okay. The new immigrants were freezing. People were sick as they tried to make their homes. Okay. So look at all that text. Look at all that. Okay. And all that is basically saying this main topic that they were freezing and they tried to make homes. Okay. Okay, then that's a big snowstorm. Okay. And the main topic of these pages was it was a deadly winter. They elected a new governor, because John Carver, the old governor, passed away. Okay. Now it's Wednesday, and I'm going to start on page 16. So you could put Wednesday or the date 5-13-20. Okay, I'm not going to read you my main topic because I want you to write your main topic. Okay, listen as I read out loud. Menfolk. Okay, so now they're going to talk about the men, the pilgrim men. Okay. We rise each day as the sun comes up. With haste, we stir up the coals and get the fire burning. We are glad to know the warmth of a fire on this cold morning. Feel the bread and such, frozen, only 4 feet from the hearth, from the fire. Last night, you may be sure we slept deep beneath the bed rugs. And today, it is layers of clothes we will be wearing. Our rough linen shirt is worn night and day, and we are fast to put on woolen socks and shoes before walking upon the cold floor. Quickly, we climb into our breeches, a warm doublet, and today, a leather jerkin. Okay, so you're probably like, what are they saying? That is what they called certain articles of clothing. Okay, so they have on their linen clothes, which are supposed to keep you cool, not warm. Okay, so they're freezing. They have a leather jerkin, which is probably like a type of leather fabric to keep them warm. It is many miles we will be walking. Then we'll place the sprigs of mugwort plant in our shoes to ease the journey. Before we break the fast, we ask the Lord, please give us the strength to do your will and to know your word. If we are well and able, we will go about our duties, foul weather or fair. No man rests. It is at noon that we will return home for a large meal to again give thanks. Okay, so write the main topic of that passage. You can press pause and do it, and then I'm going to go to the next page, and you can put 18 and 19, and then your main topic. So I'm going to keep reading. If you need to stop, go ahead and press pause. Okay. Ugh. All right. Some of the menfolk have an English grammar school education, and a few men, like Elder Brewster, are college educated. But we must be fishermen and farmers here. Our hands are as important as our heads if we will survive. We work hard to tame this wilderness of ours. We cut back woods to expose fields to sun and rain. That first spring, without horse or plow, we cleared 20 acres of land. We planted mounds of Indian corn and bushels of barley and peas. At harvest time, instead of famine, God gave us plenty. Okay, page 20. For safety, we built our houses close together with a broad street betwixt them. Each small house is sided with wide boards or narrow clapboards. Our floors are oftentimes made of wood, but also made of bare earth, soaked with water and flattened, smoothed. Okay, so what is earth and water? Dirt and water? Mud. So sometimes their floor would be made like that, and it would get really hard because it was freezing. So they would smooth it out, and then the floor would get hard if they didn't have wood for the floor. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes in building our houses, we fill the space with heavy upright posts with wattle sticks or laths smeared with daub and whitened with lime. That white against the darkness pleases us and reminds us of our English homes. Our chimneys are made of the same fashion. Our roofs are shingled or thatched with sun-dried reeds. A gentle light filters in through the few small windows covered with linen, soaked in linseed oil, a light that softens the harshness of our lives. And in the warmth of spring and summer, we slide those windows open, and in comes the sunlight and those pesky mosquitoes. Governor Bradford says, "You better stay in England until you become mosquito-proof." But for many months, it seems as though our most constant light comes from the fire on the hearth. Okay, and we've got 2 more pages. Let me make sure. Okay. It is our responsibility to make decisions and laws. What shall the punishment be for idle gossip? Shall a man be placed in the stocks for gaming on Sunday? Look, his hands and feet are in the holes. And what about Goody Billington? Why, she was seen about the plantation after dark, when the vapors are most foul and none but thieves would be about. We have a constable here and several magistrates who maintain the laws, but we are mainly law-abiding citizens. It is our responsibility to protect our women and children from the Spanish and French and Indian attacks. Indeed, Captain Miles Standish has trained each man to bear a firing piece, and he leads us in musket drills. We have impaled our community around with a palisade fence. It keeps safe our busy village from the vast unknown that surrounds us. Okay. So why did they build a fence, and why are they training with the muskets? Okay. Last one, page 24. How we feared those unclothed and painted savages when we first came to America. Indians are so unlike Englishmen. They move about the woods as specks of light and shadow. They are as silent as snow. No loud conversation or clanking of armor or musket fire can be heard from them. Just an arrow out of nowhere. In March of our first year of settlement, a tall Sagamore named Samoset surprised us with a friendly visit. He told us that his tribe was not from here, that the Indians hereabouts were called Padusets, but a deadly plague had destroyed them 4 years before. The only man of that tribe that was left was named Squanto. Squanto became our helpful friend. We've learned about Squanto before. Squanto became our helpful friend. Our language he knew, and he could interpret for the Indian affairs. He was the pilot of our shallop as we explored the coast of America. He understood the ways of nature and taught us to plant corn when the oak bud had burst and the leaves were as big as a mouse's ear. He taught us how to catch herring, that's herring is fish, and how to fertilize our harsh soil with them when we planted corn seeds. He taught us to tread eels out of the river mud in warm seasons and to catch them by hand. He taught us how to catch fish through frozen ice. Okay, go ahead. And what was the main topic that you got from that page? This is mine. Sorry, here. And I'll share it tomorrow during morning meeting. Okay. So go ahead, listen to those 4 pages, and just write a quick sentence of the main topic. Some of you are writing a writer's workshop informational piece with this information, and that's okay too, because you're still just writing the main topic. What did you get from the whole paragraph? All right, keep up the good work, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.